Hi, boys and girls. Welcome back to writing. It is Thursday, and we are ready for the ending of our small moment story. So just like we did for our beginning and our middle, we are going to write 2 sentences today to go with our sketch. They are buddy sentences, but your very last sentence is a closing sentence. We have to start our story with an opening sentence or an introduction sentence and end with a closing sentence. So for my story, my first sentence that I wrote, I told what happened at the end of my small moment story. And I will share that with you. So if you remember, we went to the pond, caught a frog, we watched it hop in the grass, and then I wrote, eventually, the frog hopped back into the water. The frog hopped back into the water. Now I need a closing sentence. I'm going to show you some examples of closing sentences. And if you remember, these are exactly the same as our opening sentences that we use in the beginning of our story. So opening sentences and closing sentences can be used in both places. I used have you ever for the beginning of my story, and I think for the end of my story, I'm going to use I will remember. I will remember this day forever. It was a small moment that gave me a good memory that I will remember forever. So if we go back to, let me show you how I could use these other examples. I could also end my sentence with, have you ever caught a frog? I started my story that way, so I didn't want to end it the same way, but that's an example of how you could use that. I could end my story with, do you like catching frogs? I could end my story with, I had the best day at the pond, or with the one that I chose, which is, I will remember this day forever. All right, so I have sentence 1, sentence 2, and just like the other days, I added to my sketch. I put those trees in the background again, flowers, I added some little drops to show that the frog splashed back into the water. And I made sure the frog was on some grass there. All right, boys and girls, so you're going to end your story today. And then when you're all done, you're more than welcome to put some color into your pictures. All right, so by the end of today, and then if you need some extra time tomorrow, you should have a beginning with 2 sentences, a middle with 2 sentences, and an ending with 2 sentences, and then some detailed pictures to go with each part of your story. All right, I hope you had fun with this week. Little different than anything we've ever done before because we wrote about something that only took a few minutes. Okay, we wrote a small moment story. Good job. Can't wait to see the finished story. All right, have a good night. Bye-bye.